Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of your Polyglot Academy. In this new series where we're going to attempt learning German as fast as possible. Now, before moving on with some more complex topics, it is important to mention briefly how a German sentence is structured, as it is going to be very important for more complex phrases to comprehend the meaning of the sentences, as well as the correct grammar position of certain words. Without further ado, let's go. Now, let's initially look at the basic structure of a main sentence in English compared to its German counterpart. Here we have a sentence, Du isst ein Eis, which means you eat an ice cream. Here we notice that there are not many differences. In the first place, we find the subject, which is du. In the second place, the verb. And then the other components of the sentence, in this case, are direct object. Despite this, the situation is going to change considerably if we consider sentences with compound verbs or more verbal elements. Here we have a more complex sentence, Du kannst Deutsch sprechen, which means you can speak German. Here we notice that one thing changes. The most important verb of the sentence, in this case sprechen, is found at the end of the sentence. Analyzing the sentence, we realize that in this case German is a SOV language, which basically means that we firstly have the subject, then the object, and only at the end of the sentence we're going to have a verb. So this is pretty peculiar. If we analyze again the sentence, we can see that it starts with the subject, du, then we have the object of the action, which is Deutsch in this case, and we can see how the most important verb of the sentence is found only at the end. At the same time, we also need to consider the structure of a German interrogative sentence. In this case, we have the sentence Du isst ein Eis, which is a normal sentence. But instead of saying, for example, Du isst ein Eis in German, you would say Isst du ein Eis, where, in other words, we're simply inverting the subject with the verb. Now, for a more complex sentence, such as Du kannst Deutsch sprechen, in order to obtain an interrogative sentence, we simply invert the verb, in this case the auxiliary verb kannst, with the subject again, which is in this case du. So it is pretty similar to what we did early on. So this means for a complex interrogative sentence that it always begins with the auxiliary verb, followed by the subject, then we have the various complements, and it concludes with the verb that carries the meaning of the sentence. In this case, you get kannst du Deutsch sprechen, and it's basically like in English, that you invert the position of the modal verb and the subject. Now, if you have any questions on this topic, don't hesitate to leave a comment, but remember that you will gradually become familiar with these grammatical particles and that it all seems rather complex only in the beginning. Here are some exercises, and try to write an interrogative sentence for each of the following sentences, which are normal. Write in the comments your answers and I will give you a direct feedback to that. And as always, thanks for watching and I will see you next time. Have a nice day.